waiting for. Please welcome the Pelbros Podcast.
Yo. What up, Pelbros around the world? It's your boys here, Ryan DW, featuring my main man.
Yo, James here as well. Episode 51.
51, sir.
Wow, man, it's been a while since we've done one. I think
Like a month? No, it's not been a month now. 2 weeks, right?
3 weeks. I reckon 3 weeks. So.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys been listening, obviously we dropped 50 recently. We did our giveaway. Shout out to Ingram for MVP for winning that. But
Yeah.
gave us a bit of a break. We needed a bit of a detox from Pelicans.
Come on, guys. We earned it, right? We just freaking gave away our jersey. Give us a fucking break.
Yeah, it was New Year as well. So
Yeah.
bringing in
Oh my
2022.
God. Yeah, true.
Nearing our 2-year anniversary. Shit.
Yeah, it's sad. Is it around like Valentine's Day? Is our
I think earlier.
It's early February, so it's kind of
Earlier.
around Valentine's
Yeah.
Day. Oh shit!
Yeah, that's pretty hype.
I'm gonna get taken out later tonight.
Oh.
no, not later tonight. In a couple of weeks tonight.
Oh
so.
shit! I mean, yeah, I'll take some steaks, man. I'll take some steaks.
Yeah, true. We do have steaks. We're actually gonna cook some steaks after this recording and shit. So that's why I want to get this over and done with. What we're doing for episode 51, which we couldn't do for episode 50. I think we were planning to. Meet up in person for episode 50, but you obviously got COVID.
Yeah. So that threw a spanner in the works, and then we were gonna record about like probably last week, and then we
Yeah. We actually met up in person like last week or something like that. We cooked some chicken schnitties. Yeah, that's chicken schnitzels for you, I don't know, uneducated folk. But we were going to, and then we just exactly like you said, we food coma and CPF'd.
Yeah, let's just say the food was the one that fucked us up, and that's not the first time that's happened.
It's happened. That's happened many times.
You go back and find another episode where we got cooked by food.
Yeah,
that was the Ojana's episode. But
yeah, true. No, bro, then that's just like a fucking 50 minutes, an hour listening to these guys just fucking like cooked on the microphone. But yeah, anyways, we'll try to not be as cooked this time around. Episode 51, been like a couple of weeks. Been a shitload of games. Last time I recorded was actually at the end of December, right? So basically, we're just going to be going over all the fucking games so far this fucking year, I guess. This fucking like month, right? January. And then we'll give you guys later a prediction as to like what we think are going to be the outcomes of the rest of the games for the rest of the month.
Yeah, like you said, shitload of games. We haven't talked about any games in 2022. So we're going to be pretty much covering all of Jan games. I think last time when we recorded, it was pretty much the last game before end of year. And then we pretty much looked at it and we said, yeah, this next week's going to be hell on earth. Because we were going up against Milwaukee, Utah, Phoenix, Golden State. I don't even think we went through a 1-by-1 prediction because we were like, look, it's going to be a lot of L's. So
yeah,
we just said if we can scrape one win out of that stretch, we'll be happy. And yeah, lo and behold, I mean,
exactly what happened.
Predictions come true as always. Ryan, how'd you go with watching games this month? I'll be honest, I haven't been good at all. Sorry, fans.
I've caught like a couple of minutes of like maybe like one game.
Yeah, I mean, I've probably caught 1 or 2 games here and there. So yeah, we won't deep dive into each game, but let's talk about that first week. And I mean, what did we predict? Right, a lot of L's and 3 losses in a row. Not unexpected. Milwaukee had Giannis and Chris Middleton back. Phoenix have been healthy. Utah have been healthy. Or at that point. So yeah, no surprises there. We took 3 L's that, I'll be honest, weren't really that close at all. And then we were missing a lot of players against Milwaukee anyway. That's why Jackson Hayes put up 23 points, career high, I believe, and led the scorers, which you wouldn't expect from Jackson Hayes.
Breakout season.
We've been saying that for many seasons now. But yeah, overall, not much to talk about in that Bucks game in particular. It was pretty much just our bench playing against some of their best players, some of their healthy teams. So yeah, pretty much overall stomp.
Well, and then which game? The Jazz or the Bucks? You say?
Oh, that was for the Bucks. I mean, the Jazz wasn't too much different in that sense.
And then Suns, I guess, the same shit too.
Yeah,
pretty much the story for all the 3 games.
Yeah, I mean, won't go too deep into that, but yeah, I actually caught the Warriors game.
Yeah, because Steph Curry was injured that game too.
Yeah.
That's why, or like resting or whatever. But basically, that's why I was like if it wasn't for that, we our prediction wouldn't have been correct. Like we would have lost everything. You know what I mean? But we did say if we can scab like just one win, that's great. And the only reason we could scab that one win was because Steph Curry was sitting out and shit. But we did get that W versus Warriors. I maybe caught like a minute or so, but no.
Yeah, I managed to watch this game. Great game from BI. Really just carried the team.
That's what I like to hear.
Yeah, no one else really to shout out in this game, honestly. I know Devontae's been really struggling this month, and I've seen some people call for his head, but yeah, he really needs to kind of
who these people talking shit?
I mean, I don't blame him, man. He needs to step up and
who these people talking shit about my boy Devontae Graham? Look how they treat my boy after he's given these guys like how many historical game winners, bro. Give the man some slack, bro.
I mean, we're still in the negatives, mate. We're
slack,
desperate,
bro.
We're just desperate for wins, mate. We're just desperate.
Okay, yeah. Now you guys are all gonna get all toxic and try to like kill each other, bro. Don't forget don't bite the hand that feeds you, bro. Devontae Graham is gonna be the one that gets us out of here. But what is it like talks of people like trade Devontae and shit? Because it's like
the trade deadline's coming up,
exactly.
And I don't know if it's particularly Devontae himself, but I mean the question there is like, what kind of moves can we make? I mean, I don't even know what moves we can really make.
Yeah, true.
Who we want to move.
Stuck.
I mean, this team's got great chemistry. They're playing better than they were at the start of the season. But we're expecting no Zion. Honestly, we're expecting no Zion for a long time. So if you really want to see this team in the playoffs, we might have to make some moves. So who knows? Maybe we'll discuss it after this. But yeah, overall that game, Warriors still played really well. They without Draymond, without Steph. This was before Clay came back as well. I was worried all game because, you got to be worried when Wiggins and Jordan Poole are playing. Jordan Poole had a rough game because Herb Jones pretty much clamped him. But he did hit a massive three towards the end of the game and almost kind of put them back in the game. But then, we just had some clutch moments towards the end then and managed to stick it out. Like I said, not many other players to shout out aside from BI and maybe Herb Jones for continuing to play mad defense. Overall great win, and I think something that we needed. Like we said, if we could scrape one win out of that stretch of 4, we'd be happy, and that's what we got.
Yeah, and then that Raptors game, I think I was planning to watch like maybe the fourth quarter, tune in around there because it was still close. But then I think I just forgot about it, and then I saw we lost. I was like, okay, good thing I didn't catch it. Yeah,
so I caught like the very end, I think like the last quarter of this game, and it was looking pretty good for us overall, and I think we were in I don't want to say comfortable, but in a solid spot. But what I can say is Fred VanVleet, he pretty much took over by himself.
Championship MVP, finals MVP, bro.
Yeah, this guy's gone for an all-star. 32 points, 8 from 17 from the 3. He hit some massive shots that just kept the Raps in the game when we were trying to kind of close them out as best as we could. No kind of amazing game from anyone on our team, but honestly, this game was all about Fred. He just dominated and really took over. He's been on a massive stretch at the moment, so no doubt playing in form at the moment.
No, shout out to him, bro. Fred VanVleet. Like I'm always gonna remember that shit. How like that series when they won with Kawhi and got their first championship. How Kawhi he was pretty much a unanimous like finals MVP apart from one person who voted Fred VanVleet for it. So that's like so for the boys,
Yeah, and he's been holding it down since Kyle Lowry's obviously gone, and
yeah, true.
I think many people probably expected Toronto to not be competing as much in the for the playoff spot.
I've been seeing shit about Siakam maybe getting moved and shit too.
Yeah, and they're in it. They're in the mix with Fred really taking the helm and really owning and making this team his. So yeah, shout out to Fred, and yeah, might have to chuck him an all-star vote to be honest.
Oh hey, have you voted for anyone? Oh, is that rude to ask about people's all-star votes?
Yeah, mate.
Should we not discuss these?
Don't ask me about my votes, mate. Those are private. Yeah. Those are private.
We shouldn't ask these political kind of questions on the podcast.
No, we'll chat about it after we go through the games.
Yeah.
Yeah, follow it up with a bit of a win streak against Mini and Clippers.
Yeah, boy.
So yeah, a very
broken Clippers, fucking broken Clippers. But
but very tight game with Minnesota. Yeah.
Nah, I wish I caught that Minnesota game. They looked like fucking sick.
Yeah, I caught the game winner, so that was a BI game winner. It was fucking crazy.
Oh yeah. That was the one. Yeah. True.
So massive shout out on this one to, obviously to BI, but on the other end to Anthony Edwards and D'Lo. Anthony Edwards, I think, had a 20-point third quarter or fourth quarter. Man,
that guy is like fucked up, bro. Like fucked up in a good way. Like fucked up crazy, bro. Anthony Edwards.
So this guy was straight up willing his team back into the game. I know that we broke out to a bit of a lead, and this guy just single-handedly decided to take over, put them back in the game. And then I don't remember if it was I think it was D'Lo. He hit this three that tied up the game. And that was a massive shot. It was like, yeah, they just made a comeback. Anthony Edwards did that, but then D'Lo hit the clutch shot, even though he was having a decent game, nothing amazing. And then it came down to the last play. I believe there was like, maybe like a couple seconds left. Josh Hart inbound to Jonas. Jonas with a mad pass to BI. And this was like not even like BI was like standing like a solid, foot behind the 3-point line, and he just chucked it up, and it looked so good and as it came out of his hands. And yeah, straight up went in, and it was bloody amazing and shocked the Timberwolves there a bit. I mean, obviously they had been struggling that game, so yeah, and the massive comeback's definitely demoralizing for them. But yeah, huge win for us, and good to see BI getting a game winner because it's always been Devontae lately.
We have been requesting for one, right? We've been asking for how long BI step up. I think he's stepped up, and then after Devontae Graham ones, we've been also saying, where's BI's game winner coming up? There's one over there, bro. So man is not necessarily making us eat our own words because it's not like we're fucking trying to talk shit. You know what I mean? We're just saying like, hey, bro, it's your turn, bro. So man is like ticking on the boxes, I guess. He's like, yo, I got you, Pelbros.
Yeah, I mean, we like you said, we weren't talking shit. We called him out for the better of the team, and he's been killing it ever since coming back from that.
And we're taking some heat for that shit too. I got some death threats.
Ever since coming back, I think from that hip injury, and then he's been going through some like niggling Achilles soreness. Yeah, this stretch has been the top performing player for us, high scoring points player across about 5 of those games recently, and yeah, this really solidified that he's owning it and getting it done. Yeah, massive shot. Josh Hart, shout out as well. Huge game from him as always. 21 points, 9 rebounds.
Damn.
Super efficient. I read a stat. I think since December he's averaging like almost 16 points. I think 9 rebounds on the best efficiency of his career.
I saw something like that too. Yeah.
Like this man's just finding like new breath of life in this team and in this coaching. And actually that reminds me of something that we can talk about after this, about some comments he made on the JJ Redick podcast, which we can talk about after.
Okay, yeah, sure. I hope we remember.
Yeah, I'll try and remember that.
But yeah, I mean, we're almost there. There's only last 2 games. The Nets game, I actually did tune in for the first quarter. I think I was watching it, and then I was like, okay, this is kind of a bit of a blowout. And then I stopped watching, like maybe because apparently in the second quarter, maybe like 5 minutes left to go or something like that, KD gets injured. So I tuned out maybe like 1 minute legitimately of game time before that. Because I was already like, yeah, fuck this. I'm over it, right? So I missed seeing like KD's. I was like, what the fuck? What? KD got injured? I saw like James Harden, he had a game and shit like that. But yeah, so that's my interaction with that game. Like out of all the games, I was like, okay, this will be pretty cool. Pels versus Nets, let's suss it out. Why not? And all those freaking guys in the Pelicans on Instagram are full like hyping it up. They're all like, oh yo, KD versus BI, it's gonna be like, and yeah, it was nothing like that. I tuned in for like 1 quarter and like a half, and then I sacked it. And then I even missed the best part. Oh, I don't want to say the best part, but you know what I mean, like being able to see KD's injury live. I would have been, oh shit, red hot, you know what I mean? But I didn't even miss that.
Yeah,
I missed that. Sorry.
I mean, mine's probably worse than you. I actually I remember we were hyping this game up like, yeah, this will be a game to watch. And then, yeah, I remember turning it on in the first quarter and seeing, I think we were down by 18 in the first quarter.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, fuck that. I sacked it. So I turned it off and I was still checking in on the score every so often throughout the game. And I'm pretty sure the score was like, we were down by 20. So at that point I was like, yeah, I'm not going to bother. Overall stomp. What more can I say? Really?
Stomped out
what more
on
can
the
I say?
street, on the curb.
Maybe I'll just highlight Garrett Temple's minus 21, plus minus, which goes to show he's struggling to make an impact lately. What else can I say? Maybe just Willie Green, give him less minutes and see how it goes.
Had to throw my man under the bus like that, bro. But hey, Devontae Graham though, he got minus 17 though, so it wasn't really a great game for anyone.
I'm telling you, mate, he's struggling. He needs to find some form, that's for sure.
But the reason I want to tune in too, bro, with the Nets, just it's interesting, with Kyrie now being able to play in the away games and that shit about potentially they could pay like that jack shit like 2 cents worth of like a fine.
Yeah.
If to play in home games. I don't know if that would be crazy if that happens. But what I'm trying to say though is that like I want, apart from like the Kyrie shit like that, I want to see fucking Patty Mills. You know what I mean, in the Nets uniform, and yeah, bro, he was definitely showing up for his team.
Yeah, I mean, he's been on it. He's been hit and miss. I got him in fantasy, or had him in fantasy, and he's been super hit and miss. Some games he's putting up like 25 points. Other games he's just putting up like nothing. So yeah, shout out to Patty. I mean, I think he's got a good role there, and they're relying on him a lot just because they don't have Joe Harris. So yeah, I mean, hopefully he finds some form, and glad to see him have some success. You know, the other Aussies in the NBA aren't doing too well. Shout out Ben Simmons, Joe Ingles and shit. So yeah, Patty Mills all the way.
And bro, like I don't want to throw my man under the bus like this. Like, don't get this wrong. I got much love for my other countryman. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean, like because you're giving those digs out to Joe Ingles and fucking Ben Simmons. I'm like, yo, whatever happened to Dante Exum or whatever?
yeah. Mate.
Oh, I feel so bad for that. Like, is he even in? Is he in the NBA?
Man, I'll search it up right now. But I mean, man, that guy played really well for us in the Olympics. So like, you know, we want to see get his opportunity. But no, he's playing for FC Barcelona at the moment. So EuroLeague. So yeah,
that's cool. That's cool.
I mean, it's still an opportunity, but not good enough for the NBA now.
Yeah, I could see him coming back maybe later on.
Yeah, man's body just gives up on himself, honestly.
Heavy days.
Yeah, and then jumping in the Celtics game, I didn't even bother to try and tune in or anything. And yeah, what else can I say? Team's struggling. Team's definitely, you know, aside from BI, I think maybe Jonas. I think the rest of the team is really struggling at the moment.
BI had a pretty bad game for the Boston game though. But yeah, in general, it's true.
Like Garrett Temple's still really bad plus minus. But overall, I mean, aside from, I'd say BI, maybe Jonas, maybe Josh Hart, the rest of the team is really not quite finding consistency, and yeah, we're seeing that in the performances. But yeah, I won't say much to that. I mean, would punters really expect us to beat the Celtics? Probably not.
Okay, so I want to quickly just see our record for the year so far, for January so far, before we go over these next part of games. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we had 9 games in total, and we won
3 and 6.
Yeah, so 3 and 6. So very far from positive, but you know, I mean, it's almost there. Like, as in, I think our standings are pretty decent. I think people were saying we were only like 1 game away from being in the play-in tournament kind of a bracket.
Yeah, I mean,
but I think maybe that's gone backwards now. But
it is really close. It's neck and neck. I mean, we're competing with pretty much the Spurs, Kings, Portland, and Portland have been hit and miss because obviously Damon's been injured, but Anthony Simons has been stepping up, so shout out to him. But
true.
Yeah, we're not too far off. But
we're only 2 games now at this stage.
But like we've said, look at that schedule, right? Look at all those teams. I think all those teams are pretty much in playoff contention that we've played. Yeah, none of these teams are outside of the 8. I mean, Minnesota's obviously vying for a play-in spot, but the rest of the teams aren't outside of the 8. So 3 and 6, I'll take it. It's not time for suicide yet. I'll take it.
True.
Yeah.
True. We've still got plenty of season left.
Yeah, I mean, and then aside from that, if there's nothing else, we can look at the rest of the January games, and yeah, I'm looking at it right now, and that in itself is still a tough stretch. So it sounded like we were going to have the easiest schedule for a while, but again, I'm looking at all those teams, and they're all in the playoff picture. What are your thoughts on the rest of Jan?
Shit. Shit. Okay. I reckon. Okay. Because we're going to versus the Knicks. I reckon we could get a W from the Knicks. Pacers have been playing pretty good recently and shit. Lance Stevenson return. So, I mean, usually we could get a W from Pacers, but I think...
No Drew Holiday buff.
Yeah, we don't have to know Drew Holiday. That's so fucking true. But yeah, because of that, I think that's going to be an L, because the Pacers, they're hungry. They'll be like, fuck you guys. 76ers, I still got to go with my... Nah, fuck that. We're going to get pumped this time.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah. I think before there was a brief period, I think I just saw a stat. Embiid went fucking off.
Yeah, he scored 50 today.
Yeah, in like fucking 18 minutes or some
27,
shit.
27. So
27, sorry, yeah.
Pretty crazy. He's hot. He's hot at the moment.
Yeah, so that's like, bro, just stay out of the man's way.
That's over.
And then Nuggets, that's
sucked.
I would say that's a no chance, but I'm like, it could sometimes happen.
Jokic just put up a 49-point triple-double.
Okay, so going off the same logic with the
yeah,
Embiid shit.
yeah.
So then Celtics, I reckon we can get Celtics. Because they took one off of us, we can take one off of them, I reckon.
Yeah.
Because that was a poor game. I saw that fucking, everyone just had a shit game that game.
Yeah, no, I could agree with that. Celtics have been hit and miss. I think we can beat the Pacers just because, like you said, the Pacers have been kind of playing well, but also, again, they're very hit and miss as well. They're missing Brogdon for a lot of games. They're talking about blowing it up and shit.
True that.
I could imagine, like, if the Pelicans beat them, the franchise would just be like, yeah, fuck this shit. We need to blow it up. like that's the low point for them. So, yeah, I don't know. I think we can get a win over Indiana. I'm feeling not that confident. Not confident at all against Philly, Denver. I reckon Boston, we could take it as well. I don't know about New York. I think, I haven't seen enough of New York's games. It's at New York, which I think will be tough.
Oh, red hot. I didn't realize that. I'm like,
so,
shit.
Yeah, I'm going to predict 2 to 3 wins. I'll be happy with 3. But
so, how many games do we have in total? We got 6?
5.
Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, isn't it? Up to Cavs, too.
Oh, you're counting Cavs as well?
Oh, sorry. No, because it just says it in my thing.
Feb.
No. Wait, do we do Cavs or no?
Cavs is Feb.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because it just shows in my fucking rest of January, yeah. Okay, yeah, don't worry about Cavs then. Okay. So 5s. So Knicks, Pacers, 76ers, Nuggets, Celtics. I'm going for, okay, we'll get Knicks. You reckon we can get Pacers? 1, 2. So I'm only saying that we could get 2, but I would like to see 3.
Yeah, I'm going to say the same thing. No, 100% agreed.
And if we get 3, that's positive. If we get 2, it's just one away from positive.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's not
That's
bad.
cool. We'll take that. 'Cause that's just like, with these tough schedules, you just kind of like got to roll with the punches, you know what I mean? And just like see where you can like cop. We were able to scab just 1 win from the last stretch of games. That's fucking hectic. Or not the last stretch of games, but the first week of games this month. And yeah, who knows? Maybe for the rest of the season, we could scab 2 to 3. That'd be right. Oh, the rest of the month, scab 2 to 3.
Yeah, for the rest of the year, we're going to have to try and get above 50%, have more positive weeks. But yeah, like we said, looking at this rest of the January, it's just too tough a schedule. But yeah, that pretty much wraps up January games. Yeah, I know we went through pretty quickly, but like we said, we haven't watched that much basketball. So apologies.
We ain't gonna lie to you.
Don't hate. Yeah, anything outside of that you want to chat about now that we've covered the games?
I'm not too sure, but I just want to say I'm right now recording a what do you call it? An Instagram story.
Behind the scenes, eh?
Yeah, behind the scenes kind of thing. Do you want to say anything shout out wise?
No.
You gotta quickly do it. Gotta quickly say something.
Yeah, shout out to the Pelbros, episode 51, eh?
Okay, well there you go. Shout out.
Look, I'll quickly go over what I was talking about before I forget. Recently I saw I don't know if you saw it, but yeah, Josh Hart was on the JJ Redick podcast, and I only saw a snippet of it.
He's talking that shit. What's going on?
They were asking about like last year and how he like didn't get a contract offer from Pels straight away. Took a bit of time, and then not to say that he didn't want to stay with the Pels, but if he got an offer somewhere else, he probably would have potentially taken it, but he didn't get much. Many calls, many offers. So then, ended up coming back to the Pels. But he mentioned specifically like how shit last year was for him, and for the team in a wider sense. Yeah, and because he was kind of talking about how like Willie Green has come in and ingested like a new era, new mentality, and that's really motivated him to play basketball.
That's good.
And he specifically called out like last year being a really shit year, and how like he hated basketball last year. I think that really just like emphasizes how fucking shit of a year last year was. Yeah, Stan really wasn't the guy. The team didn't mesh well, and they just didn't. Not that they didn't get along, but maybe they just weren't being utilized correctly to the point where they stopped enjoying basketball. So, no, I just wanted to call that out because we had been kind of speculating that and talking about how like last year was a shit year. I remember in last episode we talked about like I talked about how the low point of the Pels fans was one of the years was last year.
True.
And Josh Hart kind of just confirming that something last year wasn't working, something didn't work, and whether it was locker room presence, maybe they didn't agree with the coach or the way that he wanted to coach. Overall, it's just shit in general, and you had the whole JJ Redick saga happen. It sounded like everyone in the end just wanted to get the fuck out. So just wanted to call that out, and I think that's been the main thing that I've been thinking about in terms of Pels news lately.
I was gonna say, yeah, like, because to even go off what you're saying just then, like last year would have been a terrible season for like everyone on the team in terms of like even their like trade value, their stock. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people will have like less confidence in you because you're in a shit team, but that's not on you, bro. That's just the fucking. I don't want to say necessarily SVG, but you know that's potentially external, like other variables that are involved. But yeah, because look at JJ Redick, bro. Like he's retired now. So you know his stock definitely. He's pretty much fuck this.
Yeah, I mean that year was so miserable to the point where he was like, yeah, fuck, I want to retire.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, shout out to Josh. I mean, he's playing the best basketball of his career right now, and that's really a testament to Willie and the new blood that he's injected into the team. So yeah, I mean, I think I had a few other things, but I completely forgot them at the moment.
Next thing I want to quickly mention is just so you guys are aware, because I forgot to mention this at the beginning. Me and James are representing some new jerseys right now. We're representing Drew Holiday. So basically his Bucks jersey, but the specific design that he was wearing when he won the championship game for them, Game 7, this specific one. So Drew Holiday 21. I've got one in my size. I just put it on. James is wearing his one too. It's fucking sick. And I'm going for a little holiday myself in a second. I think you are too, technically, tomorrow, sounds like.
Yeah.
I think you technically are on a holiday right now.
Right now, to be honest.
So exactly, there you are. And that's the best thing about wearing the Drew Holiday's jerseys. Yeah. Now, this is the championship one.
Yeah, true. Jump on our Instagram if you want to see pictures of it. We'll probably upload it at some point.
True. We'll be uploading that shit.
But yeah, I mean, if you're a long-time listener of this podcast, you know that Drew's one of our favorite players. So yeah, had to cop this jersey. He won the championship in it, and honestly, I think it's like one of their sickest designs for the Bucks. I mean, true that.
I
don't really fuck with their normal home and away
bro.
stuff.
They're ugly ass team, bro. They're ugly ass team, bro.
This shit's crazy. This shit
is fucking sick.
Yeah,
bro.
honestly, it's crazy.
Fucking got the Jordan fucking logo up in this bitch too.
Yeah, true.
Fucking ash.
True. Anything else on your end?
Nah, bro, I'm just fucking stoked about wearing this Drew Bucks jersey and shit. But yeah, bro. So basically, because you know the reason why we did the rest of the games for the month too is that now we don't have to necessarily make another episode until then. But that's good because what we were doing up before for episode 50 and stuff, we've got a bigger fucking episode coming up in the next 2 episodes maybe, right? Bro, we're hitting up the capital city soon. Little do a lot of people know. I don't know if it's necessarily widespread knowledge, but Sydney isn't the capital of Australia. The capital of Australia is actually, if you want to know, you're gonna have to stay tuned for for that episode. Basically, me and James are gonna hit it up. We usually hit it up like an annual kind of trip here to hit it up, right? Go to town and whatnot. But the past couple of years, COVID and shit like that. So, fucking, we're gonna be there end of February. So if there's any, I'll just say it, it's Canberra, the fucking place is called Canberra. If there's any Canberrians listening in that are Pelbros fans and shit like that, just know the Pelbros will be in town on the weekend. You know what I mean? We're available for like autographs.
Yeah, I was gonna say catch us in the CBD and something, and then we'll sign something for you.
We'll sign some shit for you.
You gotta bring yourself. You gotta bring like a cap or
yeah.
We ain't supplying it.
We could do a little bit of a b-ball session, but you gotta be like not better than us. So you gotta be really shit.
2v2, but
yeah. I mean, apart from that, all I can say is I know in Canberra too, bud is decriminalized there. So if y'all got, if you want to help a brother out, bring that shit along.
It'd be good. Like you said, it's annual tradition. So.
And that's the thing, we haven't done it yet with the Pelbros. We haven't recorded that. We've been talking about for years, bro. We've been talking about for years. I can't wait to do the Canberra fucking episode, bro.
Yeah, and we haven't haven't recorded anything outside of Sydney, so this will be
true. International now. Interstate, bro. Interstate, bro. Bro, it's gonna be crazy,
bro.
And
then we'll be celebrating coming up to our 2 years. So stay tuned. We kept this one pretty light. So that we don't have to bore you. And obviously, you guys are probably already bored by Pels basketball lately, so
True. As we are.
Yeah, we'll keep this chill. And honestly, I don't really have any other news, to be honest. Yeah,
well, the only other news is finally the Pelbros are recording in person again after fucking ages. COVID got us locked down and shit. Hopefully, this can be continued and stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely. Stay tuned, and like we said, we got lots more coming, and And yeah, stay excited. And check out our Instagram. We're going to be dropping some stuff over the next couple of weeks.
Oh, shit. All right, peace.
Laters. Thanks for listening.